Hi everybody, I'm Catherine Gwynn with the University Daily Kansan doing my first vlog ever for the whole new multimedia component of the University Daily Kansan. If you've heard my name before, you might have heard of me as that feminist writer on Staff for the Opinion Page column, which I've been called by both my readers and by people in the staff room very affectionately. You might have also heard me referred to as that angry girl on staff, which is maybe appropriate for today's vlog because I am going to get pretty angry here, though by the end of it I hope that you're angry as well, because I think you should be. You know, originally actually this vlog was going to be about Beyonce's new feminist album, and it was going to be great and glorious, you know, Gloria Steinem and Angela Davis, puppies and kittens. Happy stuff all around. Until that is, I saw this quote floating around on Facebook. If I was a woman over 50, I wouldn't need gynecological services. Courtesy of Representative Alan Roethlisberger from Junction City during a House Commerce, Labor, and Economic Development Committee meeting on January 14, 2014. Now here's the thing, Representative Roethlisberger, I wasn't aware of the fact that vaginas were basically the cave of wonders and turning 50 was the equivalent of Aladdin's simian's sidekick, Abu. You know, it's a ridiculous thing to suggest that just because you turn 50 you no longer have any need of gynecological services if you happen to have a vagina. A vagina does not stop being a vagina once you turn 50. There are a host of issues not related to reproduction, though you might still be able to reproduce at the age of 50, that are related to vaginas. You know, uterine cancer, infection, a host of medical issues that need attention and therefore require gynecological services. Now, obviously, this was a very ill-informed comment that Representative Roethlisberger made, but this is the issue that happens when our representatives are not actually representative of our constituents. About half of Representative Roethlisberger's constituents happen to have vaginas, and yet he seems to be very ill-informed about them. And you know, this is a growing trend that we have of representatives who are ill-informed or have no personal knowledge on either women or the needs of vaginas. Here's a couple examples of us showing absolutely no presence of women or vaginas in the room when issues that are inherent to both women and or vaginas are maybe required. 2012, all-male congressional hearing on birth control. 2013, all-male committee recommends abortion restrictions. 2014, all-male committee debates auditing rape survivors. Because that sounds like a great idea. Now, these are just a handful of examples that have happened on the national level that show the fact of just men, and men who aren't actually that particularly informed or knowledgeable about the issues concerning women or those with vaginas, making decisions that are quite important to those who are women and or have vaginas. You know, this is failing constituents, and it's directly harming you as a citizen, particularly if you happen to be a woman or you happen to have a vagina. So here's what I want you to do. First of all, I want you to recognize that this is a bad thing and that you should be angry about it because people are legislating your healthcare needs as well as your services required for if you ever do, unfortunately, or someone that you know runs into an instance of either domestic violence, rape, all these things that we label under the term women's issues. If they concern you or people you care about, you should be angry. And then what you should do after that, which, and I say this all the time in my columns, but find out who your representative is. Go to openkansas.org, you can type in your address, and you can find out who represents you in your local area. Once you find that out, give them an email or call them or things like that. You can find all their information listed on the Kansas government website and tell them exactly the fact that you want people who are informed about both women and vaginas talking about the issues that concern women and vaginas. And in fact, if you're particularly upset at Representative Alan Roethlisberger's comments, I can give you his information right here, as provided by the Kansas government website. Representative Alan Roethlisberger's email is alan.roethlisberger@house.ks.gov. That's ALLAN.ROTHLISBERG@house.kansas.gov. So send him an email. Let him know about the fact that vaginas don't stop being vaginas after the age of 50. And keep in mind who your representatives are and that elections are coming up this summer. So make sure you're registered to vote. Have a good day and be angry.